Good afternoon, everybody. Smoky Mountain Piper here. Afternoon for me, anyway. Pretty much, I want to give you guys a run through of what's been happening, why I haven't been posting. It's been a lot of this, a lot of that, a lot of unexpected and just craziness on top of crap, you know. Uh, let's see. A year ago, this past April, we lost a fellow pipe smoker and cigar smoker. My brother figure, Steven, passed away from colon cancer, and he was only 50 years of age. And last November, I had I was supposed to have surgery. Okay, we were supposed to remove a piece of my colon. For all of you out there, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have Crohn's disease. It's a terrible condition for people. Whether you have IBS, Crohn's, or colitis, I feel you. It sucks. So we attempted surgery in November. The surgery did not go through. They ended up opening me, and they went in, and the doctor found an infection in my colon. So he closed me back up, and he told me when I woke up, he's like, well, this is what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Your medicine isn't working. It is working, but it's not working. So, and being out of work for 2 weeks, and, this past couple of years, I don't even remember last time I made a video and posted it, so I've been doing a lot of videos with the Gory Boys Productions with a Z, and they're, I met them through my work, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to, do some videos? We need some other people, And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything really, I don't, besides making my own YouTube videos." He's like, how's this all gonna work? Well, you show up here at this time, show up, and we'll hang out, and we'll go through everything, and yada 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 and so forth. That's what I've been doing, and I've enjoyed it. Not that I wasn't wanting to make videos for you guys for my channel. It was just, a lot of stuff was just happening, and it hasn't been it hasn't been fun. I lost my mom. She passed away 3 years ago, and just all this stuff, happening within, 4 years has just been rough. And I wanted to make videos, and I didn't want to make videos, but my want was slightly higher than the don't want, if that makes sense. So, but this is my brother Steven, and he passed away a year ago this past April. And with the whole pipes and cigars stuff, I was trying to give him a hobby. And he had a channel, then he would delete it, have a channel, and then delete it. And I used to, like, why are you doing that? Well, some of the comments on there are weird. I'm like, well, that's fine. You're not gonna have, perfect comments all the time. So, but But that's brother Steven. His favorite movie was Ghostbusters, and a buddy of ours AI'd him into this little picture of him getting Slimer. And I have this on my wall so I can look at it from time to time and say, that's my brother. So hopefully that won't get wrecked. But yeah, I wanted to fill you guys in because I have 170 some subscribers. I think 175, and I don't want to let that go. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I enjoy smoking. I enjoy trying new cigars and all that, and it's enjoyable to me. And not having Steven here, it's not going to stop me from trying newer cigars and things like that. But I wanted you guys to know what was going on. Like I said, I haven't abandoned anything. I just been prioritizing other things, and it's just hasn't been a good 4 years for me, I guess. So with all that being said, we're gonna get into a cigar review. I might have done a review on it or not, don't remember, but I don't know if you guys have ever had one of these. Crazy Alice. I saw that at my favorite tobacconist out in close to Walmart. I can't really think properly right now, but I'm trying to get this video going as best as I can without being dull and all that jazz. So the cigar does not want to come out, so I'm just gonna tear the plastic open and get it out. So yeah, Crazy Alice. It's not a big cigar, but I might be able to. Yeah, it's probably not gonna focus, but you get the gist. It's a cool little wrapper. It smells great. It smells like how a Maduro cigar should smell. So we're gonna cut this bad boy. I got this. It was given to me because my tobacconist, you buy so many cigars from us. I'm like, well, I like cigars. Well, I mean, did you not want me to buy them? So he gave me this. He gives me cutters every so often, which is really cool. Nice guy, good people. Cut a little. Nice, good cut. What's your guys' favorite cut? Do you like the classic cut, the V cut? Do you like the punch? What's your favorite? I like them all. I really do. It doesn't matter to me as long as my cigar is cut and it smokes well. Oh wow, chocolatey. They must have put a slight sprinkle of a dusting on it, because that's very nice. Very, very, very nice. I'm gonna use my brother's lighter. It's a four torch, 4 barrel torch, and I think I have 3 barrel torches. And I have a single barrel torch and a double barrel. But yeah, you get the gist. So we'll toast it. Last one, I think the first one that I tried of this, it's a little bit more harsher, maybe. Oh, that's that's magnificent. Oh yeah, I guarantee you, you will enjoy this cigar. Crazy Alice, small. It's a small smoke. This is something that I would probably take to work on a 30-minute break or something like that, something real quick. Because how come cigars or how come cigarette smokers get to, oh, can I go out for a quick smoke, you know? They make little cigars. Why can't we have quick smokes at work, right? It's only fair, in my opinion. Not that my opinion really matters, but you get the gist. Oh, that's delicious. I think my brother Steven would like that one. He likes flavored cigars. He likes those aromatic tobaccos. He's not a. He'll smoke a regular cigar, a Maduro or something like that. If you give him a cigar, he'll smoke it, but he's. Oh, it's not my preference. You know, it's not my preference. Yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah, yeah. But we'll smoke in honor of him for this video. If y'all want to smoke with me or just watch and enjoy it. Like I said, I haven't done this in a while, so you'll have to forgive me on that. Forgive me on that. Mm, wow. It's not harsh at all. If you have a harsh cigar, don't be afraid to take it out of the plastic wrap. Let it sit for a day out of the plastic. It's not going to do anything. I have a cigar out here that I smoked. I started smoking a few days ago now. It's probably dry and brittle, but I'll smoke it later because I like to finish. I'm gonna take that off. I'll save put that in my humidor for later. Save it. But yeah, if you want to mellow out your cigars, don't be afraid to take them out of the wrapper and let them dry out a little bit. Give them, give them 12 hours. Like maybe you want to smoke something the next day, take it out of the package at night, and then leave it out. Nothing wrong with that. Oh wow, yeah. And like George Bruno says, never flick an ash. I like watching George Bruno, the Sultan of Silver. I hope he's regrowing his beard. See, I can't have a big beard at work. I'm lucky enough to have what I have. At first, at my job, when I first started there 13 years ago, 13 years ago, we weren't allowed to have beards. You could only have a mustache. And if you didn't have a good mustache, you didn't look good. In my opinion, the only way to have a mustache is if like you do like the old Western days where it's that big, like Sam Elliott, or David Crosby, that big thick stash. If you can have that, then yeah, you can probably have no beard or whatever. Yeah, that looks pretty good. But if your mustache isn't thick, it's got to be pretty thick in my opinion to really look good by itself. But I don't know. I mean, I like the handlebar on my mustache, separate it from my beard, and I curl it out. I'm actually growing my whiskers longer, so maybe my handlebar, the curl will be, I guess, in my mind, more pleasing to the eye, I guess, maybe. But, I mean, woo, that came off. I just want to make sure that rest over here, the rest of it over here gets burnt. I got ash in my shorts, and that's okay. I'll just make an ash out of myself. That's all right. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Drop a comment. Tell me how your 4 years have been. You know, it's yeah. I recommend these. Highly recommend these. I highly recommend any cigar. If I really really like it and I think people will enjoy it, I will recommend you go out and try it. It's kind of a cloudy, overcast day. There is some pockets of blue in the sky, but it's okay. I had my colonoscopy Friday. Today is Sunday. I went to work yesterday. It wasn't too bad. So my future plans right now concerning surgery and my health is I have a doctor's appointment the 22nd of this month, and we're going to go from there. B. So hopefully, with my colon doing better, we can do the surgery. They're going to remove the stricture from my colon so that my colon can go back to being as normal as possible. Worst comes to worst, they're going to remove my entire large intestine if it gets worse along the way. But hopefully it doesn't get to that. But if it does, it does. But yeah, drop a comment. Like I said, tell me how you guys are doing. Uh, Tell me all your guys' exciting stories that you have. Let me know how you're doing. Shout out from where you're from. And the Crow, I hope you're doing good. I think the last time one of your messages was you were, because of the hurricane or something like that, you were going from house to house or whatever like that, or fixing something or checking on something. Because the Crow, Brendan, he lives in Louisiana, so the hurricane, that goes through there is pretty bad. But I haven't heard, like I said, I haven't heard anything from anybody. I don't, I've been getting, I want to say, 2 new subscribers since then, without me making any videos. So it's obviously you guys are still liking my videos. Like I said, I'm never gonna take them down. They're always gonna be up there. It's just like Matches 860. Even though he passed away, his videos are still online. I think because his daughter is in, she is in charge of his channel now, or she has the passwords and all that stuff. So, but yeah, Matches 860, and then Sergeant 7 Ellie. I like to watch those guys. But like I said, at my place, it's just the service. It's just so hard. Like I said, I live out in the middle, not really out in the middle of nowhere, but you get the gist. I live in the woods. I live 5 miles 4 or 5 miles away from town, and I like where I'm at. It's quiet, and I enjoy the peace and quiet. I enjoy the green, and I'm just glad we actually had a spring this year. Like this spring, my spring of 2026 is just it was spring. Like it was sunny days, but there was a cool wind to where it was comfortable because the sun was still warm. Because like I said, I'm in North Carolina, and the bipolar weather in the mountains that we call. I mean, good grief. There's been summers or springs, I should say, that just go directly into summer. It's that hot in the spring. And then this past Halloween, it was cold. And usually our Halloweens are pretty warm. That's pretty much what I can remember being in North Carolina. Oh, Halloween is going to be a hot day, you know. But it was actually warm and then it got cold, like wintertime cold at night. So, but this spring was actually a nice spring. Today it's 80 some degrees. The wind is has a nice little chill to it, not horrible. It's warm-ish. I'm not sweating, but it's enjoyable to be outside right now. Yeah, this is so badass. This cigar, little cigars, don't underestimate them. They're badass. You know what I mean? So this right here, I mean, wow. It's the draw is smooth. It's just it's just smooth. It's like getting into a brand new car and taking the first drive in it, and it's just you know, compared to like an older vehicle where it's like, oh yeah, it's kind of bumpy, but it's not horrible. It's not a junkyard junk thing. That you're driving around and it's like, like good grief, sputtering everywhere. But yeah, highly, highly recommend this. And my hair's looking pretty good. I'm regrowing out my hair. I lost a lot of hair to my sickness, and I've been regrowing it out. Doesn't look too bad for my age, anyway. Beard looks good, looks professional. Wow, that's smooth. Very, very smooth. Like I said, don't, as they say, don't ever flick an ash. So I'm gonna try to. They say roll the ash. I'm gonna tap it to get the loose bits off. But yeah, it's pretty good. Sun's starting to come out behind the clouds, so I love to hear the tweeter birds. I'm hearing other birds, I'm hearing the falls in the front yard over here. It's probably going to be subtle on the camera, but yeah, I got some stuff planned for the channel next month. My buddy, he said that I want to upgrade my channel. I don't want to just use my phone to film. I want to use an actual camera. So next month, I'm going to buy a camera and I'm going to have a intro the video itself, and then an ending. I want to try to make my videos more pleasing than what they are. Um, so he's going to help me with it. The same guy that does the Gory Boys filming and editing, he's going to do my editing for me. So he says. So I guess he already has a song made for me for my intro. And I want to film not just pipes and cigars, but outdoor activities. You know, what you can do while smoking a pipe or a cigar, you know, like fishing and things of that nature. I want to do things where, you know, like, oh, I wonder what Smokey's doing today, you know, and he's smoking a cigar, so we all know that he's having a good time and he's having a good relaxation time. And but what is he doing though? Oh, he's gonna do some shooting or whatever like that. You know, I want my channel to be, you know, I'm not trying to get YouTube famous or nothing like that. I just want people to enjoy my content. That's all that I want, you know. And I just there's a lot of people out there, they, you know, like, oh, where are they gonna go, you know, oh, they're filming in a such and such location, and it's like, oh, this is so cool, it's so pretty, it's a perfect backdrop to that, you know, or for that video. And you know, that's what I'm gonna try to do for you guys. And we'll just have to see where it goes. But like I said, to all my subscribers out there, I want to say thank you. Seriously, thank you. I uh, I really do appreciate you guys sticking around. I know you don't have to, but you do. So again, I say thank you to you guys. But yeah, Crazy Alice over here. It's not bad. Not bad at all. It's a cool little wrapper. I'll save that. But yeah, we'll get into more stuff later on. You know, we'll try to, like I said, I'm gonna try to make some more videos during this month, and I got some cigars I want to do some reviews on. Like I said, I think you guys will like them. I got some factory smokes, factory Maduro, factory sweet, slaughterhouse. That's actually a really good cigar. And I'm trying to think. There's another flavored cigar. It's a Maduro cigar, but it's a chocolate. It has that like a coating on it, like how this does. But this coating on this one is more mellowy. There's not much of it. It's just like, say, like you take a sprinkle of salt, you put it on something, and it's really really good. You know, like you sprinkle some sea salt on chocolate, and it's like, you know, like wow. Basically, this is what this is. It's dark chocolate with sea salt on it. Okay. Now the other cigars that I've been talking about, the sweet, and there's another one that has more of a heavier, powdery flavor on there, chocolate flavor, which is really good. But I mean, this is not. This is really good. So go out and get some. I usually buy my cigars off of pipesandscigars.com. That's where I get my tobaccos at. Or if I find a tobacco at a at the tobacconist that I go to, if I find something there, I'll grab it. But the cigars that I buy from where I get them at my normal place, they're not horribly priced. Some are. There's some expensive cigars. But like I said, I got a bunch for plenty of videos that we can do. So that's the plan. I'm going to make probably another video in another day or so. I'm going to let this video get uploaded and see the reaction response from you guys. And we're going to go from there. So other than that, I'm going to say mission accomplished, right? Made another video. I'm gonna probably make a video at Steven's house, sitting where he would sit at, and do a video there. And other than that, like I said, I got some ideas. I don't really travel anywhere. I don't really go anywhere all that, thrilling. I just don't have that taste for that, I guess. I'm weird like that for such a young person, you know. But my property has beautiful landscaping, so I'll probably use that to my advantage. And because, like I said, I got the creek right in front of me, I can do fishing videos while smoking a cigar. I haven't been hunting in years. I need to go hunting again, but I just don't. I'm not a morning person, so I don't know. But yeah, this July I'm gonna go get another. I'm gonna buy a new camera and some cards so that I can film a good intro, some clips and pieces of stuff, and then probably go from there. Because the camera that I have now, it's old. It's not the best pixels on it and all that jazz. Nothing compared to what this is. So, but maybe I'll do a video where I'm mowing the lawn and I got a cigar, and some way I fix the camera to the lawnmower in a way where you guys can watch me mow the lawn or something. I don't know. We'll think of something. But yeah, like I said, I don't want this video too long. I'm already at 33 minutes, but I might go a couple more minutes and then I'll end it there. But like I said, it's been a hell of a ride this past year, and so on and so forth. Oh yeah. Yeah, my colonoscopy Friday. I'm sitting in there. They got my IV running and all that jazz. I think you might be able to still see it. Maybe not. No, it's right here. It's a little, yeah, that little mark right there. That's where they had my IV. And I'm sitting in there watching TV, waiting for my turn to go in, and I'm watching guys' grocery games. And nurse comes in there. I bet you're getting ready. They're gonna have your room ready for your the room's gonna be ready for you shortly, but I bet you're hoping to have it quickly and get out of here. And like, yeah, that'd be nice. No offense or nothing like that, but just. She's like, oh yeah. And she said, what you watching? I'm watching guys grocery game. Are you watching a cooking show while you're waiting for your colonoscopy? And I'm like, yeah. Good lord. Oh, here comes the train. That's cool. Man, I tell you, the train before my colonoscopy, there was maybe a few nights before my colonoscopy, the train has been running at like 8:30, 9 o'clock, coming back from God knows where it comes from. I can't remember, but it's coming back, and I'm like, it's not Halloween. It's not the Polar Express. I'm like, what in the world? Well, there's the tourist train. They do the train all the way up until January, and then I think it's January, February, March, and then it starts back up in April. So for 3 months out of the year, you're not working. That's the only downside of working for the train. But if you make enough money to where you can live for those 3 months without a worry, I guess yeah, why not, right? 3 month vacation. Wind's picking up. Breeze is nice. I wish it could stay like this all throughout the year, but I understand we have to have the seasons to for the plants and the trees and all that stuff to hibernate, get their sleep and all that jazz. So I understand it why we can't have it. I just get so depressed during the late fall, winter, because everything loses its leaves. Not that the leaves aren't beautiful while they change and all that, but just the bareness. You know, there's just no life, I guess. But I think there's something else coming on the tracks, but I can't tell. There's something else on the tracks. It sounds like the steam engine is behind. They must not have been pulling any people today. Hmm, that was weird. Hmm. They must be doing something to the track. They're probably running the track over to see if they must have had repairs done on it. So that's why they probably had. There wasn't much. There wasn't no box cars behind it. So they must have just been doing a test run. So I don't know. It was weird. Just do that. Yeah. Hmm. All right, folks. I think I'm gonna end it on that because I'm already at 40 some minutes. So, like I said, this was fun. I got to make another video. That was nice. Haven't done it in a while. I'm gonna do it more. But like I said, I got more cigars to review for you guys, and hopefully we'll get into some fun shenanigans. And but like I said, if I'm not making videos, I'm probably because I'm busy doing something else or getting ready for upcoming surgeries or something like that. So, but so that you guys know, like I said, I'm not done with the YouTube or anything like that. Like I said, if you want to see me, you can watch my old videos over and over again, and you can watch me with the Gory Boys on YouTube. The Gory Boys Productions with a Z, and you'll see me on there. And like I said, I'm gonna this July I'm gonna do some better filming. I'm gonna I'm gonna make it more entertaining for you guys. So, but that's the plan. I know I've said it before, probably in my other videos, and I lost track and all this other stuff, but it's going to happen. I guarantee you it's going to happen. So, bear with me, and we'll make it happen. So, until next time, I'll catch you later.